Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode here with your Vancouver Canucks franchise. In year 3 before the deadline, we got a couple injuries we gotta worry about. Demko, hopefully we can find a way with our backups here to hold on until the trade deadline. Tolopilo and Matthew Velada, hopefully they can hold the fort down until Demko returns from his injury, so we don't fall too far down the standings. And Roger McQueen, someone that we're hoping he can grow into a third line center for next year. He's not developing quite what we would like. He's only a 76 still. He's playing second line minutes in the AHL, getting top power play time, just not making it work. Matthew Robertson, he's not really growing into much, but he was a free pickup on waivers. Elias Pettersson, looks like he could possibly be ready next year. Then you got Sawyer Manoyo, who is going to be playing for Team Canada in the World Juniors, representing the Canucks. They haven't had a Canadian on the team for a while. I think Jake Virtanen was the last prospect they had in the World Juniors. And looking at a couple players, we were looking at Stoughton in the later rounds. So we're not going to really have any picks this year, especially if we are going to be buying at the deadline. Ilya Tutin. He's going to be tooting all over the ice. Something maybe in the 7th round we can go after. If he is a low elite player, that would be huge. And then Mr. Odell, someone, if we do hold on to our first round pick, is someone that we are keen on looking at. A nice right-handed shot defenseman. 6'4", would be solid. And going to the Finnish side of things, Canucks haven't really drafted a Finn prospect in a while. Forward, anyway. Herbert out of the QMJHL. It's another lead that the Canucks kind of stray away from. A coin. I wonder if Keith a coin. His son, possibly. He's an enforcer. Same kind of style as Adrian. I wonder if he's got his slap shot. Now, looking at our prospects here, Justin Tarbonneau, he is growing quite well down in junior, and he's having a solid year. We possibly looked at giving him a contract before the deadline. He could probably be playing on the first line in the AHL next year. Bryson Harvey, he's having a solid year. Parker Holmes, he's starting to grow a little bit too, so that's nice to see. Future third liner. The rest of the prospects here, a little more growing to do, but man, oh man, Joshua Ravensbergen. This goalie is going to be huge for the Canucks for the future of the goaltending situation, especially if Demko can't stay healthy. We got a solid backup in the next couple of years. Alright, Othman, he's almost ready to come back. We beat Ottawa. Cole McWard. Another big win against New Jersey. Alright, we're holding down the fort here without Demko, so that's nice to see. AHL team is just getting hammered with the injury bug right now, though. Othman, he's ready to come back. So we're sitting 27, 16, and 6 right now. Sharks have fired their coach, Tristan Nielsen. Maybe a fourth line center for us in a couple of years. Be a late guy to the show. Be nice to see get a former Giant in the lineup. And there you have it. Thatcher Demko is back. So we gotta make a decision. Who is going down? Velada, he's been playing lights out through 4 games, 3 wins, 950 save percentage, 147 goals against. Dolopio, he's got more games, but he's the odd man out right now. We gotta ride with the hot hand. So Thatcher Demko and Velada will be our tandem for the second half of the season, unless there's any more injuries about to happen for this lineup. Alright, so 30, 17, and 6. Probably sim ahead here just before the deadline. Demko, we got the go ahead. Nielsen, he's back. Utah, we lose. Win against Edmonton. Okay. I would like to try and get close to 40 wins before the deadline, but I don't know. This season hasn't really been the best for offense right now, so hopefully they can get things going. And there's a big injury on the defense, so Tom Willander's going to be out. So we're going to have to make do without Willander till about middle of March. So that's just going to make us go after a defender at the trade deadline. So we're 35, 19, and 6. It's a pretty solid record. I think we are a couple pieces away still. Pedersen leading the team in points. Besser, Hughes. Yeah, JT Miller, 47 points. That's great for a second liner. But he's playing first line minutes. He is starting to decline. His no movement clause is up this offseason, so maybe at the draft we look at moving him. He'll be 34 years old. We do have some youngsters ready to step up and make some noise, so if we can find a right trade for JT Miller, we may look at that. Now goalies, Velada still looking solid. Demko, his stats are definitely higher in year 3 than they had been for a while since he was a Vancouver Canucks starter. But finding Velada playing this well is a huge bonus. And looking at the standings, Oilers, they're crushing it right now. They do have 3 games in hand on us. But man, I thought we would have a chance at winning the division again this year, but the Oilers, with McDavid, they're still killing it. Very tough. Alright, so we even haven't even had to play them in the playoffs yet. In Toronto, they're killing it. They're on pace for a President's Trophy. Pittsburgh is back up. Utah is up there. New York, Montreal, Chicago. Florida still up there. Colorado, Buffalo, Tampa. Kind of all your usual suspects still. And then we go to the bottom of the league. San Jose still trash. The Blues, Kraken, Wild. Vegas is down there, which is surprising. Washington, Columbus, LA. Yeah, teams that kind of have been going on a downward trend. New Jersey is down there too. Maybe we make a move for one of the Hughes brothers in the offseason as well. It's a possibility. But for the deadline here, do a quick sim against Bedard and the Blackhawks as he's back home in Vancouver. And it's a high scoring first. My goodness. 4-3 going in the third. Come on. Where's the rest of the offense? Pedersen. Calling you out, bud. Need to see just a little more from you. You're having a solid year, but it would be nice to see you do a little bit more. Just a little. Or JT Miller. Come on. And there's the 5th one for Chicago. No comeback here today. Drop this one 5-3. And we got Miller, DeBrusk, and DeBrusk. DeBrusk has been a solid second line winner. So we're going to go on the deadline here. Definitely looking for another defenseman. Someone, at least a top 4 D-man. And if we can get a third line scorer, that would be also a bonus. But we'll see if we have what everyone's asking for. And Justin Falk, he would be a rental. He's making $6.5 million. This would be an ideal ad at the deadline. Ooh, they want Joshua first and a goalie prospect or Hoglander. Alright, so St. Louis, they don't want to do a full rebuild. They still want a quality player in return. So we might have to think about that one. But there are other defensemen out in the market. But Justin Falk, he is a playoff veteran. He's been around the league a while. I think this would be a solid addition to the top 4. I just don't know about trading Ty Young. Might trade in for another goalie prospect. The Dakota Joshua. Him and Kiefer Sherwood are the same player. We have Othman. He's younger. I think I'm fine making this deal. I'm sure St. Louis regrets giving up Joshua for nothing. So we're going to go with Cajun instead of Young in this trade. And it's gone through. So Justin Falk is a Vancouver Canuck. Just possibly for the rest of this year. If we do want to re-sign him, it's probably going to only be for $3 million if he takes that. at the most. Tyler Myers' contract is up, so a veteran presence on the blue line would be nice. And looking at the lineup here after the deadline, Ratty still third line center. Then you got Letter Mackey there. Hasn't really grown much more, unfortunately. So hopefully he can find a way to get going here the rest of the season, as he has not been scoring a lot, which is concerning. We'll sim up to 3 games left in the year, see how we're looking. You got Vegas, big win there, and another one against LA. Ooh, Willander, he's back, so that's huge. That's going to make our defense that much stronger. Oh, that's going to be scary. Alright, I'm liking that. Pittering should go back to the bottom pair. I think Myers, we might just make it a healthy stretch. Yeah, I think Myers going to be the odd man out for the rest of the year. And we are going to bring back Willander into the lineup. So Hronek and Falk, Willander and Hughes, Pittering and Mirmanov. Solid top 6 there for Vancouver. I feel like we could get over 45 wins this year. Should be doable. Unless we have a major breakdown. AHL team's just struggling with injuries right now, though. And speaking of injuries, Justin Falk. Oh, man, he's already out. Kiefer Sherwood. He's ready to come back soon. Alright. Hopefully Falk is going to be back before playoffs. Alright, we're at 40. Still behind the Oilers. Connor Carrick, that's not a big deal. Keep things moving here. Come on. Just sim smoothly. Another freaking injury in the AHL. My goodness. They are Vancouver's farm team after all. Can't stay healthy. It's a miracle. Elias Pettersson with the Abbotsford Canucks now. My goodness. Alright, Justin Falk. He is ready to come back. He's dropping down all the way to an 83 now. Maybe we bring him back on a 1-year deal. Maybe 2. All depends on how much money he's going to want in free agency. Tyler Myers' days are probably done. Sherwood. I'm going to keep you out of the lineup for now. Just Canucks are rolling a bit here. AHL squad. Everyone seems to be healthy again. Big win against the Blues and the former Canuck Joshua. Oh man, oh man. Ooh, a big win against the Islanders there. My goodness. I'm guessing they had their backup in net with a 10-2 win. Not complaining. Well, alright, we're at 48, 25, and 6. Can we reach 50? 3 games to go. That would be huge. Ryan Johansson. Nice veteran presence in the AHL there. I don't think you'll ever see the NHL again. But he's going to be a solid captain for the Abbotsford Canucks. Local kid. And we do reach 50. So a pretty solid regular season. Pettersson finishes with 87 points. Besser 84. Hughes with 79. Miller 66. Hoglander, a solid year there on the second line. Same with Bennett. Willander, huge. Hronek. Ratty. Ratty not too bad for a third line center. We'll take that. Letter-Mackey, he only had 11 goals. 32 points. Justin Falk, 7 assists. And he was a +7. I'll take that. Especially considering he was -20 with St. Louis. -45 before, -35. He's looking pretty solid with the goalie in front of him. Thatcher Demko finishes with a save percentage just under .910. Goals against under .290. Definitely probably one of his... his second worst goals against season as a Canuck. So hopefully he can rebound and stay healthy next year. We just need him for a big playoff run. We need Bubble Demko to return. Looking at the AHL, Max Sasson, he killed it. Anderson Dolan, not bad. Roger McQueen, in his first full year in the AHL, 34 points. Possibly going to be spending another year in the AHL if he's not going to grow. And looking at the standings, so close. But the Oilers do take another division title away from us. So it looks like we're going to be facing off against the Anaheim Ducks in the playoffs. They haven't played them since 2007 in the playoffs. Over 20 years ago now. My goodness. That's nuts. Last time they were in the playoffs is when Anaheim won the Stanley Cup. Knocked out Vancouver. When Luongo reacted to a hit and he didn't even keep on watching the play. A wheat shot beat him in overtime. My goodness. Oh, that still gives me nightmares to this day. And looks like the Maple Leafs are going to win the President's Trophy. They went on a roll. Blackhawks will be in the playoffs again with Bedard. Tampa Bay still holding on to their older core. Montreal just snuck in. They won the Stanley Cup last year, so a chance to defend it. Carolina's out of the playoffs. Boston, Detroit, New Jersey, the Islanders, Dallas Stars. Wow. Well, here's your playoff bracket for year 3 playoffs. And what a ride it's going to be. Hopefully the Canucks core can find a way to make it happen in these playoffs. If they can't, they're going to have to do a major shakeup in the offseason. Well, we will see you guys next time. Until then, signing off. Bye, everybody. Peace.